Captain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the...
Turning it on! Rams him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Give to Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see, who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's take a second about Arizona State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new...
Oh, he's got some speed. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Hout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Slips through the line. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Toss to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Buys a little extra time. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. How about these two running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
42 spike. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
There he goes. He's got 93 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Edwards. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum. Breaks into the open. He's at touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Bring in the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Howell. Quarterback's throwing away from Heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school, and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. He'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Howell. Rushes on him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They punted away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hout. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Arizona State.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Howard. Moving out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires it down the seam. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. And remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point spread in this game.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're going to run it. This guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Turning it on. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Creates a little room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To the air, it's Houck. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Using the quick game. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Russell. They're working that left side. Got room at the 35. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Howard. With the catch, it's Butler. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up.
35, Arizona State, 14.
Start with the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Marisol. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Sun Devils will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Grab near the marker. It's Otis. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, they're after him. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Dropping back, it's Hout. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. throws for the tight end. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield. Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Otis. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Otis. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Otis. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Houck. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to throw again. Here's a hit. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.